One thing about the older generation of horror movies is they had a lot of endings where things just were not resolved. Like the monster just wins, everybody dies, and the shit just ends. And that's one of the reasons I liked Smile, one of the new gen horror movies that I thought was really good, because you keep thinking that the lady's gonna win, but she doesn't. The monster still wins, she still dies, and it just kinda ends. And that is why The Grudge scared the hell out of me as a child, because it felt like you could do absolutely nothing. I want to go over some of the kills that had it really hard for me to sleep when I was a kid, because like I said, The Grudge felt completely unstoppable, like there was nowhere for you to hide.
What? They're right here.
Now, although she doesn't die in this scene had me petrified as a child. She is in counseling. It's normal real world stuff, broad daylight, and you're telling me this was The Grudge the whole time? Man, this had me so scared. And I was a little confused as a kid too, and I'm still a little confused. Did she kill them and then make this whole thing? Did she orchestrate the whole thing? That's another thing when it came to The Grudge. I didn't really understand exactly what her powers were. And it felt like even if you were talking to your mom, you think you got away from The Grudge and you're just having a normal conversation, you turn your back and boom, she's Kayako, your dog's Kayako, your cat is Kayako, the painting on your wall is Kayako. Like everyone at any point, at any time of the movie could be Kayako or under Kayako's possession, and you're just cooked. There's nothing you could do but run or die. Now that kill had me tweaking as a kid. You're telling me Kayako was in her hoodie? That's how unstoppable this monster is? That's how powerful she is? Even if she's nowhere near you, she's right on top of you. She's in your hoodie. And then she pulled her into where? That's another thing that used to really keep me up at night. Where do they go? I tried to Google this, I couldn't find it. Is it a different dimension? Where's she taking them? And then she get the boy too. I know she kill him later and I can't show that. But that's another thing that actually freaked me out is he was a child. Kayako's rage knows no bounds. Now this was one of those kills where I gave up. Like me being a child, I'm thinking, okay, if The Grudge was real, I could do A, B, and C to get away. I knew after this when it was over. Broad daylight in a phone booth. The sun is shining and she still get took. That's when I knew it was over. That's when I felt like Kayako was the strongest horror monster because there is nothing you can do to get away. She was in the middle of a phone call. And who was on the other side? Kayako, coming to get you, like always. Now that kill didn't surprise me just because they set it up pretty nicely. I just didn't expect how it happened. Through the mirror, bruh? Like, I thought she'd get her under the covers, or maybe she'd, like, go try and get a drink and Kayako just rock and just kind of get her. But she got her through the mirror. Now, that kill specifically, that's where I first started questioning, where does she take them? That's when I was really wondering, because you can see her, like, the way she grabbed her, she went into something. Like, it feels like there's some kind of dimension she takes them in. And it got me wondering, are they dead in that dimension? There is so much about Kayako and the Grudge movies that interested me. And maybe that was a part of the fear when I was a child, is because there was so much I didn't know, like I just didn't know what she was doing, that it made me so scared. But now that I'm older, I'm just so curious as to what her powers actually were, and like the meat and potatoes of what she's doing. I'm wondering if maybe the Ju-on movies covered this, or if Kayako has a book I don't know about, because I don't think the Grudge movies did a great job. The third one did okay at a backstory, and I didn't even see the fourth one. That just looked hot garbage. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to talk about my favorite horror monster, Kayako.